if you could, why do these schools feel compelled to make these deals? Like, what are the financial realities that might be pushing schools like Harvard and Columbia and Brown to the table with Trump?
Well, the Ivy League institutions have a lot of federal funding from research, and they're hoping to get some of that back to the extent the administration continues any type of research funding in the future. But also, there is a divide on campus and among alumni and board members about what to do. There are some people who want to take this all the way to the Supreme Court. Others, especially among faculty in the sciences, who are concerned that this may be the right thing to do to take it through the courts, but this would absolutely devastate their life's work in research.
What's happening with all of this makes me think that the relationship between higher education and the federal government is changing in perhaps irreparable ways. And you actually had a recent post on your website pointing out that the job of the university president is now very much a political appointment. So I wonder if you could talk a little bit about that and where you see that higher ed government relationship going in the future.
Yeah. We had a delightful era since roughly World War II where higher education was relatively apolitical and enjoyed a fair amount of support across the political aisle. Now we're seeing higher ed used more as a partisan tool, or in some cases, such as in Florida, a spoils system where this is the retirement home for former politicians, which has happened to some extent in the past, but now we're seeing it even more. And for Republicans, they saw that the congressional hearings against the Ivy League presidents a couple years ago were massively successful with respect to their base and also bringing in some independents. And that means they're going to continue going after higher education. And now, in a number of conservative states, the state governor or attorney general is teaming up with the Trump administration to try to make significant policy changes, such as ending in-state tuition for undocumented students, or even trying to throw out university presidents, as successfully happened at the University of Virginia. And we're just in an era where I think red state and blue state higher education is decoupling pretty quickly.